Hello, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone's hanging in there strong, doing well. Not quite sure. I think this is a purple color, but I'm not real sure because it's so dark. What kind of stone it is. Got a few of my stones out. So this is going to be a mid-month checking, you know. Still we're doing mid-month. What we're looking at. Yeah. We'll just pass. I'm going to do 9 cards. Okay. And let me see. Oh, yeah. Should have thought about this before. We got predictions, maybe. And ancestors. Yeah, angels and ancestors, predictions. How about we just do that? All right. For oracles at the end of this. Maybe, maybe. See what I can do there. All righty. I'm going to shuffle them 4 times and then I'm going to lay down 9 cards. So, and I've got a limited supply of decks right now. After I get moved, I will see what, if there's any demand or see what I can do. I'm going to be setting things up again. Yeah, yeah. Queen of Swords, yeah. Popped right up. Yeah. Because I've been busy in my headspace, man. I am going to do a geographic. So hopefully, well, my plan is to do a geographic by the first of the year, if not sooner. See how well I do. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. There you go. And if you are interested in the deaf consultant tarot, you can email me at motherstarot.com. I'm sorry, motherstarot@gmail.com or motherstarot@patreon.com. In the subject line, put consultant tarot. So I know you're not spam. And the decks inside the United States, well, and Hawaii and Alaska also, because they're not affected by tariffs. Uh, the decks are $33. That covers the cost of printing and shipping ground to you. Oh, okay. So our shadow card is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles. Okay. So this is the collective. So there's been giving and receiving. There's been philanthropy and benevolence, balanced power in some respects. I know we're not seeing a balance of power coming out of DC right now, but um, in lower realms, at the state level, the city level, the town level, that there is much greater cooperation going on. All right. So we look at the center card here, which is the theme. of this reading. And the Queen of Wands has a great power of attraction, you know, and which the United States has always had a great power of attraction. And that's what this is about for the collective. Okay? That's what this is about. Now, this first part of the month started out, we've got the Five of Pentacles. I like how this card turned out. It's very pretty. That's Five of Pentacles. So a lot of people, well, you know, a lot of people were feeling like indigents. They felt like they were facing destitution, uncertainty, feeling isolated, and financial hardship, you know. No judgment, but the orange menace, you know, having people sending our guard into our cities, making up shit because he's sick. He's a sick man. That's just all there is to it. Mentally, emotionally, he's a sick man. And he's on his last legs in his last hours of his life, and he is acting out. And typically so, you know, I believe I compared him to a 4-year-old brat earlier today. I was talking to somebody. So we've got the Five of Pentacles, but we've got the Three of Pentacles here in the middle. Collaboration. This is a group accomplishment. There has been great accomplishment because of what's been going on. And here underneath, we got the Three of Wands, which is planning. There's a new phase, there's preparation, and there is. We have seen cities now, well, Seattle, mayor come out. They have a plan now. They are prepared. He did some executive order stuff. So, you know, if and when the feds try to swoop in, they're ready. Okay. So they saw an opportunity to be ready and to be prepared and be productive and proactive about this. And this is what this first part was all about. Now, here, the current theme, okay, Queen of Wands, you know, with her power of attraction. But underneath her, we've got the moon, and overhead of her, we've got the Ten of Swords. All right. Now, the Ten of Swords, yeah, it can be a crisis. It can be revenge. It can be betrayal. It can be a painful ending, and it's going to be a combination of those. But it is also a blessing. You know that old saying, blessing in disguise? Well, it sure enough is. And it hurts. Those blessings in disguise, they hurt. But nonetheless, we got to walk through the low stuff to get to the higher stuff, you know? And that's what that's about saying. And we are confident. The Queen of Wands is confident, able to speak, able to be professional. She's intuitive, you know? So, and then we have the moon underneath her. There's hidden aspects. There's illusions. We can't see clear. There's some mystery. There's some lunacy. But this is about dichotomy, you know, on every planet, in every solar system, they have dichotomy. It is the way of the source. The source feels what we feel, experiences what we've experienced. Now going forward, oh, look at this. We've got the Strength card. There's courage, there's action, there's power, there's influence, there's fortitude, there's persuasion. The energy of all that is right here in the Strength card. And then the Ten of Cups, connecting people and lives. We can see a bright future, you know? Some of us can. And we can see the happiness that's coming down the way. Some call it a promise from God that there's happiness here in the home. So something's given, and right here, we got the Six of Swords. This is a journey. We're going to move on. This is a period of transition, but there's calmer waters ahead. And this is a good time for moving forward. And like I said, the shadow card here, the Six of Pentacles. You know, we're all the doer and planners in the Pentacles. They're my doer and planners, you know. And there's charity, there's receiving, there's philanthropy, there's benevolence, and there's a balance of power going on. Whether we can see it or not, it is going on. Okay, this isn't going to be a real long read, but it's pretty good. I like what I'm seeing. I hope you do too. Um, okay, and now let's see what the predictions oracle wants to share with us. Okay. Okay. There you go. One more shuffle and then I'll pull them. There we go. Man, good thing I got big hands. There we go. Okay, it's back in order. All right, what do we got here? Health matter. Health matter. And the shadow card here. Chisami, rising water. You know, Trump went into, or the Orange Menace went into his health check today. So we're going to be seeing something, you know, and he can't help but lie. We're not going to know the truth. We're not going to know anything until he just friggin' drops. So, and then we might not know that right away, you know, because they're not very good at dealing with reality. In fact, they suck at it. Excuse me. Okay. Now from the ancestors and angels, guidance, please, for the collective. There we go. Yeah. And oh, sorry about that. Hold on. It's all back in place. Thank you. Okay. What we got here? Oh, we have the arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. All right. You do know how to do that, right? Call in Archangel Michael for protection anytime you feel like you need to. And then the shadow card is Animal Guardian. Trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. Okay. Let's see. First, we're going to read the arrow. Okay. Get guidance. I hope you're all doing really well. Come on, where are you? Oh, here we go. I found it. A second. Oh, here we go. Arrow. Okay. Now it says the message is surround yourself with positive people and experiences and environments that make you feel safe. Call on your angels, guides, and ancestors to bring you protection. Okay. When an arrow appears in meditation or dreams or an oracle reading, it's a sign you need to protect yourself and what is important to you. Not everyone, because not everyone has the same intentions as you do. They could be careless in their choices and actions, and this could affect you. There are energies in your current situation that aren't fully aligned with your intentions and goals or with kindness. Okay? So protect yourself. That's what we're being told, to protect yourself. Now I'm going to go ahead and got the animal guardian here. So let's take a look at that also. Okay, hold on. Animal guardian. All right. I was thinking that it's in alphabetical order, but maybe not. Hmm. Oh, there it is. Got it. How can I be missing this? Well, okay, here we go. Animal guardian. And the message is trust the powerful animal spirit within to learn more about yourself and your talents. Okay. You have a powerful animal within that can be wild, protective, instinctive, and even calm. Animals don't second guess how they feel, they just express it. And you can learn from that. When this card arises, it's important to connect with how you really feel, how you want to feel, and what you really need. Take the time to connect with your animal energy and express it naturally. Let even the fiercest energy move through you before returning to your natural state. It will teach you a lot about your gifts and how you can grow. Okay. Well, that was real nice too. But number one, protect yourself. And about the animal guardian, do you know who your animal spirit is? Do you know your animal spirit? Susan Lynn was the first one that identified my animal spirit for me. And this a couple years ago, spider is my animal spirit. But, I'm a Scorpio, so, um, but yeah, spider is mine. And I have always been really bothered by spiders, just to put it nicely. And then to find out that it's my animal spirit, I thought, wow. And then I read up on it, and I thought, well, I'm pretty doggone lucky, you know? It's a good animal spirit to have. So if you know what your animal spirit is, let me know, would you, in the comments? Tell me. I would like to know. Yeah, let's keep a look out on that orange menace, because Honest Abe, he is not, and we know this about him. So anyway, that's all I got. So let me know let me know what you think. All right. Remember to love yourself, love the others, and be the light because you are the light. You are the light. And remember, forgiveness, not bitterness, you know, because when if you're throwing off that crappy, icky ass energy, you're anchoring yourself into it. Okay. That's the big deal right there. You know, you trap yourself in that awfulness, um, feeling all the bad feelings, you know, that none of us like. That's what it is. That's what it's about. So, we lift up our energy, which is what we say, but we've got to be able to raise up our thoughts, you know. The thoughts are the most powerful, powerful thing in the universe. Absolutely. So be aware of your thoughts. Always. Keep it on a good mode as best you can. I mean, yeah, we all have our moments and we're going to fall and we're going to cuss and we're going to be, just want to scream, grab a pillow, scream into it, unless you're lucky enough to live somewhere where you can actually scream out loud and, it's not going to alarm anybody. Otherwise, grab a pillow and scream into it and take care of yourself, you know. Stand in the eye of the storm. Be the observer, you know. Don't stand in the gale of it and let it hit you. Stand in the storm. And you do that you've got to go within. And I mentioned on I think it was the last time I videoed that breath work. Do the 4-7-8 count, I use the mala beads, and it takes me about 20 minutes to do the rotation. And I breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. I hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I move on to the next beat. All right. If you're having trouble with feeling uptight and nuts, I'm telling you, you can get a cheap mala bead or, hey, a cheap necklace. If you're in, you got any beads laying around in bracelet form or whatever? Just do it. Just do it, Uh, you'll feel so much better. You really, really will. So just hang in there. We're getting to the other side, you know, and we're all in this together. So take care of yourself. If you got kids, you got grandkids, you got to be strong for them. I know a lot of you are older that are here on my channel, and I know I got younger ones too. But I'm telling you, especially you older ones, If you got kids or grandkids, you don't let them see you be all upset. No. You let them see you be confident and secure that we'll come through this, but it's not going to be easy. But we'll get there. We'll get there. It'll return. This happiness will return. We're heading into calmer waters. So breathe. Breathe our way through it. All right? All right. I love y'all. Take